Hello, now for the past 10 days we've been enjoying this Adria Active Duo campervan, but a campervan can cost quite a lot of money. In this particular spec with the upgraded engine, the comfort pack and everything, you're looking at about £70,000. That's a lot of money to spend on a campervan. However, what about if we look at this as a multi-purpose vehicle? In other words, can you live with a vehicle like this as your only vehicle? We've done exactly that for the past 10 days. We've done everything from moving house to fetching the groceries from the supermarket, and this is how we've got on over the past 10 days.
The Adria Active Duo starts at about £62,000, but in the spec we see it here with the 150 bhp engine, automatic gearbox and comfort pack, it goes through the tills at just over £70,000. Some people have commented that you can get an awful lot of motorhome for that kind of money, and you can, but that's missing the point of the Adria Active Duo, which is a multi-purpose vehicle. Having a campervan really enhanced my journey back to my home in the Outer Hebrides, making a holiday out of a necessary journey. Our first night was spent at Ferry Meadows Caravan and Motorhome Club site in Peterborough, which is a site right in the heart of a country park and adjacent to a steam railway. For obvious reasons, this is one of my favourite sites. There was no need to waste precious downtime on site with a trip to the supermarket. Thanks to the compact dimensions of the campervan, we could just swing by the supermarket on our journey north the next day with no bother at all. That evening was spent at Richmond Hargill House Caravan and Motorhome Club site. Having spent all day in the van, Ted and I needed a walk, but there are no walks and no footway directly from the site. We had to drive a mile into the nearest village to pick up a footpath, and to be honest, this is where I became aware of one of the drawbacks of using a campervan as opposed to a car and a caravan. With a caravan you can safely leave your valuables in the caravan on site while you go off site in the car. With the campervan you have to take everything with you and leave it in the van while it's parked, so I did my best to cover up anything that looked like it might be tempting to thieves. Good morning, Ted. The following day, as much as I wanted to stay and enjoy the sweeping views from Richmond Hargill House Club campsite, we needed to press on. First of all to Asda in Carlisle to fill up with cheap diesel and to fill up on free-from foods for our friends back in the islands. Try saying that when you've had a gin and tonic. That evening was spent at another one of my favourite sites, Maragowan Caravan and Motorhome Club site in Killin. If you're wondering how to cook with a single burner, let me show you one of my simple one-pot meals that is super quick, easy, cheap and healthy. Boil up some pasta and after 5 minutes add some chopped broccoli and carrot. Once it's cooked, drain it off and cover, then add some oil and chopped garlic to the pan. Briefly fry off the garlic, then add half a tin of giant beans in oil, which you can get in Lidl when they're having a Greek week. Heat the beans through, add the pasta and veg, stir and serve. I love to sprinkle mine with nutritional yeast to give it a cheesy, nutty topping, but as I was feeling decadent, I also grated over some Cathedral City plant-based cheddar. Plant-based cheese has deservedly poor press when it comes to taste and texture, but this Cathedral City stuff is a game changer, and most people are hard pushed to tell if it's plant-based or not. It's definitely worth a try. One reason I love Maragowan is the proximity of the Killin and Loch branch of the former Callander and Oban Railway, which closed about 60 years ago. Nowadays it makes for a great walk to the beautiful and peaceful Loch. This certainly beats a night at a budget hotel in a motorway service area. The next morning, after a good night's sleep, I enjoyed one of the best things about a camper van, and that is the ability to make a cup of tea without needing to leave the comfort of your own bed. Our journey today takes us through the stunning landscape of Rannoch Moor and Glencoe, as well as the less stunning surroundings of the car park at Aldi. Because I had a craving for blueberries and yoghurt, it's nice that you can just stop and act on these cravings. Onwards to Mallaig and the ferry to Loch Boisdale in South Uist. One thing is worth mentioning here, which is that the Adria Active Duo travels on the ferry for exactly the same price as a car. However, as it is over 1.8 metres in height, there is less availability on board for vans as there is for cars, so we didn't have as wide a choice of sailings as we would have done were we travelling in a car. It wasn't a big deal, but again, this is something to be mindful of. Once home in Uist, it was time to put the van to the more practical use of moving some of my stuff down south. With the bench seat moved forward, I could fit an incredible amount of stuff into the back of the van.
So while we wait to board our ferry here in Loch Boisdale, I thought I'd give you a little tour of how much you can fit into an Adria Active. You can see we're quite packed in because I don't have a passenger, so I've got a box of food and a footwell there. Obviously we're packed for safety, so the seat holds back all the boxes, and the boxes are below the level of the seat, the back seat, and then behind me I've just got my duvet, pillow and clothing, so in the event of any forward impact, any crash, the worst I'd have is a pillow in the head. So that's the front seat. If we go around and I'll show you the rest of the van. Now, the fact that the van has got two doors has made loading so much easier, and you can see I can squeeze in my wellies and my boots and things under there. So yeah, the fact we've got the two doors has been brilliant, but like I say, just soft things behind the driver, and then the back. Yay! Yeah, that wasn't meant to happen. So there's the back. We are rammed to the gunnels. Hello, Ted. Ted's in there. Can you just about see Ted? And yeah, and here's the rest of it really. So you've got an amazing amount of space, loads of clobber and junk in there. So this really is a really versatile, useful vehicle.
It was a sad journey, leaving the place I've called home for 3.5 years, but at least I could find comfort in a relaxing walk, a cup of tea and a peanut butter sandwich at Signal Rock car park near Glencoe village. Continuing our journey, and one of the advantages of the campervan over a wider motorhome or caravan is that I could brave the A82 alongside Loch Lomond, something I would never do with a larger vehicle. Our destination of the day was Moffat Camping and Caravanning Club Site, one of my favourite places to stop over when travelling between Scotland and England.
Right, so we're settled in at Moffat Camping and Caravanning Club Site, and despite the fact the van is absolutely jam-packed full of stuff for a house move, we're still managing to find enough space for a comfortable evening. Aren't we, Ted? So I've managed to move some stuff under the van here and free up the back seat, put the box of food and stuff on that seat and clothes and things on the front seat. We've got some soup on the go, and yeah, the roof bed tonight. So all in all, it's a lot better than a hotel, isn't it, Ted? Oh, Ted, you're just like your brother, he never smiles. So even though we're doing okay because it's a nice evening, we got stuff outside, I still think it would be better if the awning was on this side of the van. That said, it's just started raining, and if we had the awning on this side of the van, we could have this open and the awning protecting just the bits we're having to put outside from the rain, because it's not so much use on the other side when the kitchen is this side. So yeah, if I was buying this van, I would be asking my dealer if I could have the awning fitted on this side.
As you can see, despite the van being full of stuff, I could still use the roof bed, use the kitchen, and have somewhere to sit and eat my breakfast. From Moffat we did the 420 miles to Dover in one day, with frequent stops for refreshment. I love the fact that every cup of tea and biscuit that I took in the van represented over £5 saved, rather than buying them at the motorway service area.
So we're back in Dover, we've got Dougal back. It's a lovely, beautiful day at the seaside. Oh, got a very wriggly dog here, but as you can see, there's absolutely no reason at all why you can't use a campervan as your only vehicle. I mean, maybe with the slight exception, say of the ferries going to and from the Hebrides, because it's over 1.8 meters, but still below 2 meters, you can still use it pretty much as your only vehicle and really make the most of your investment in a beautiful van such as this one. So I hope you found that useful. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Adria UK for supporting the channel and sponsoring this vlog, and also for the loan of this beautiful Adria Active Duo. I'll leave a link in the description below this video for more details about this van. You can also see it at the Harrogate show in September, and you can see it at the NEC in October. Or of course, pop to your local Adria dealer, contact them. Again, I'll leave a link to the Adria website in the description below, where you can find out your Adria dealer, and hopefully they got one of these in stock. You can go and admire it for yourself. So massive thank you to Adria UK for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. It just leaves me to say, from Dougal, from Ted, and from me, thanks for tuning in. There. What do you reckon, boys? You want to go off and enjoy the sunshine? You want to go off and enjoy the sunshine? You just want to bark at all the dogs, don't you? Hey? He's not going to hurt you, you silly dog. He's not going to hurt you. Oh dear. They never smile. Ted, stop grumbling. Stop grumbling at other dogs. They're not going to hurt you. They're not going to hurt you. Channel some Dougal chill, okay? Oh, he's off. Go on, off you go. Off.